Friends, 747 days of war. Starting from the southern war zone as before. In Kherson region, no changes as Krinky Bridgehead holds as before. In Zaporizhia region towards Orikho, generally speaking, no changes, though Ukrainians have withdrawn from southern Rabotin and have established their defense line in center, but the area released by them is not occupied by the Russians and it has become a grey zone. However, Russians have advanced a little bit towards Hulia Pole. In north, starting from Kupiansk, where fight for Sinkyivka continues, down south to Liman, there have been no changes. Although the Russians have made some small gains towards Torsky. In east on Bakhmut front, Russians made some gains towards Bohdanivka, approximately 200 meters, while in southern flanks also towards Klishivka, they advanced 200 meters. Situation of Ukrainian forces as far as Krasnoye or Ivanovsky is concerned is critical as Russians have entered inside the village, and though Ukrainians are fighting very strongly in west, north and central part of this village, they may be forced to retreat soon. In Orlivka is still with Ukrainian forces, though partially. After it regained 250 to 300 meters along Mirai Street after they carried out number of counter attacks. Towards Tonenko, Ukrainians' fresh reinforcements forced Russians to engage in positional battle. In Berdichi, no changes despite heavy battle and it remains under Ukrainians' control. Russians have made some gains towards Sadova Street. Pervomaisky, Russians' heavy offensive operation made them advance a little bit, however nothing towards Nevelsky direction. Ukrainian army, through series of counterattacks, after they managed reinforcements, were able to reach on the outskirts of Marinka. However, after severe counterattacks by the Russians, they had to retreat and the position as before is regained. This pull and push is normal during the present war. Interdiction missions, CNN reported that Ukrainian defense is being leveled to the ground because of Russians' uses of FAB 500, even 1000 and 1500 kg bombs, causing huge damages to Ukrainians, which is fired from the fighter planes at a distance of 60 to 70 kilometers beyond the reach of many Ukrainians' air defense. Otherwise, interdiction missions from Ukrainians continuing as before. Commander-in-Chief of Russian Navy, Admiral Nikolai, has been dismissed. Palestine Israel Democratic Front for Liberation of Palestine and Saraya al-Quds carried out joint offensive operation against IDF, which in turn is continuing its own ground operations, though limited. Hamas carried out drone attacks with hand grenades against IDF. Farmers, workers and people protests in entire Europe, USA, UK continuing against war in Israel, against arms supply to Israel, and of course in Ukraine as well. And that's the end of my talk today, friends. See you tomorrow. Thank you.